Give me a little ass burger.
Was that really all you got? Was the smallest burger?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing at all the places I've
He's
gone.
getting a bunch of burgers and they're gonna eat them.
Right. I forgot what you were doing. I'm thinking you're ordering yourself dinner.
I think it might.
Yeah, I like
More
their-
than that.
I think Jeff's double dipping here. I think it is dinner.
Yeah, I'm starving, honestly.
Are we live? Did Matt say we're live?
I don't know.
Yeah, audio is, but not visual.
I like to do that tricky shit.
Now I hate. Now I hate that Jeff is last. Should we make him go first? I didn't think about that. Are you gonna be hungry, Jeff?
I'm starving, dude. I didn't eat anything today because I knew I was gonna have so much food. I was trying to get 8 burgers, but there's not a Dairy Queen or a Sonic near me.
I missed the Dairy Queen on Collie.
Eat 8 burgers? I don't get it. Are you door dashing? What the fuck?
Wait, is there a Dairy Queen on Collie?
It used to be where Noodles and Company.
It's been a long time. It's been.
Oh my God! By Blair Middle School, I haven't been.
Yeah.
I was like 8 when I went there.
There's the link to the stream we can share.
Yeah, the closest one to me is Ocean View.
Actually, currently, I don't stay that far from Ocean View.
What?
I don't live that far from Ocean View.
Oh yeah, it's not that far, but I'm already running late, and I'm staying in like Denton area.
So what's the link you was gonna send us, Matt, for people to see it? Is it just
It's in the chat. It's in the Zoom chat. Jordan, you did.
Thank you.
Earprov.com?
Yeah, anybody can go to earprov.com and there's 3 links there that they can check out.
All right.
What I usually do is I usually go to their Facebook and just share it to my Facebook page.
Do what now?
I go to the Earprov Facebook page and I just share the post.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. You share it to your own page.
Yeah, I share it to my own Facebook. Wait, Jeff, does your set include cheeseburgers? Is that why you're buying so many? Also, does anybody, the fundraiser is for Push, right?
No, Black Lives Matter.
Gotcha. Okay, I wanted to make sure I put the right thing in there in my place.
141.
All right. Thank you.
I didn't do this right. Whatever. I didn't do this right.
Thank you.
You have a nice day.
You too.
Everybody's week's been.
Plan is over.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's like, we're moving into October, so it's like the seasonal depression is mixing with the COVID depression, and this is not cute.
I know.
I didn't even, like I said in a post, I ain't even get to wear my damn summer sandals.
Like the summer, it was like I don't got nowhere to travel to. I had to cancel all my trips.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Like I was supposed to be like working in New York.
Small cheeseburger.
Where's Jeff right now?
That's it. That's gonna be it. Thank you.
I'm like really excited to see what Jeff is gonna be doing with all these cheeseburgers.
$2.80 for a fucking small burger. What the fuck?
Was it the smallest one they had? Or...
Yeah, I said small.
Maybe they have a slider. Maybe you should order a slider.
Slider.
Where was
They have
that?
sliders?
I thought cheeseburgers only come in one size. What? What?
Where was that?
I'm at Cookout now.
Oh, gross.
You don't like Cookout?
Cookout is quantity, not quality.
I don't know, dude. $2.80 for a burger. I think that puts it in the most expensive one I'm getting.
You get like 4 sides with it though?
No, I didn't get a tray. I don't need all that.
Cookout's
It's
like they keep giving you sides. So like, oh, you want some hush puppies and also another cheeseburger and a quesadilla?
Yeah, if you spent like $3 more, you would have had like food for like the whole weekend.
I know. I should have.
Jeff, I may check in with you throughout the night since you're last.
Okay.
If that's okay. So you can like eat a little bit because I know you said you're hungry.
No, I'm fine waiting.
I may be like, since I don't have Brian on, I don't have anybody to banter with. I'm gonna be lonely, so I'm gonna be like, let's check in with Jeff, our cheeseburger taster, and take a bite and like stick around and find out what he thinks at the end.
Jeff is like the cheeseburger through line.
Cheeseburger Through Line sounds like a bad but possibly good improv group name.
It's like a Herald team.
Thanks, you too. Mission complete.
everybody break legs. I'm excited for your performances.
Ditto. Oh,
I have no idea what I'm doing, but whatever.
if you guys could go ahead and turn off your
I'm excited to hear yours.
turn off your videos, break a leg. We're gonna go live in about 30 seconds or so.
And you want us to be muted, so no laughing, like it's
Yeah.
different than
Yeah,
laughing.
thanks.
Okay.
All right, I'm muting.
Donna, go ahead and turn off your video for me. Hello and welcome to Earprov.com and tonight's show of Real Funny. Look at that, Sean Thomas, just like the stream. We'll get into that a little bit. Keep sharing, liking the stream all night, and you'll get a Nick Cage. There's different Nick Cage gifts tonight. I got bored. My co-host, Brian Garrity, is on vacation, so I had to do some extra work to keep myself occupied. I can't talk already. That's a good sign. Welcome. This is gonna be a fun, hilarious show that we have for you tonight. It's called Real Funny because we have 5 different performers tonight. They're gonna get real and they're gonna get funny in some sort of way. They just can't help themselves. This show. Thank you, Jenny, for liking the stream. There you go. Get a Nick Cage. This show started from my co-host Brian Garrity's idea of watching a little show called Uncabaret in LA, and it's kind of like an variety show. So it's different kinds of acts, musical, animals, jugglers, but they're not doing the usual shtick that they do. So if we have a magician come on the show, we may not even have him do any magic. He may just tell a story about like growing up, and you'll see that tonight. We have 5 different, they're mostly improv comedians, but we also have a stand-up. We also have an artist, a watercolorist, I would say, and Kate Thomas. We'll get to her in a little bit. We'll introduce our guests one by one, but I'm going to talk for just a little bit. We're going to wait around to see who's going to join us. And thank you so much for joining us. The reason why I'm streaming to you live straight to your couch is because the place that I know and love, the Push Comedy Theater on Granby Street in Norfolk, Virginia, is sadly currently shut down due to COVID. It's not out of business because guess what we're doing? We've been raising money to help them stay afloat, and we've been doing pretty good with these live streams. We have shows like Drunk Prov, we have Improv Explosion, we have all kinds of fun stuff coming straight to you safely without COVID over the live stream. If Brian were here, I hope you're watching, Brian. He would say, live stream till the vaccine. That's our motto. We usually take donations for the Push Comedy Theater. Like I said before, to try to help them, keep the lights on. However, once a month, especially with this show, Real Funny, we actually like to take donations for a charity, a cause that we really believe in. Brian and I, and actually the performers as well, have agreed. We're going to have all the donations tonight. If you go to streamelements.com/earprov/tip, all the donations, all the proceeds are going to go straight to the Black Lives Matter Global Network. Once again, that is something near and dear to our hearts. A lot going on in the country right now, so we're trying to do anything that we can to help. So I'm going to set the goal at $300, and if we get to that, I will be very happy. If we don't get to that, I won't be sad, but just keep the donations coming in. And once again, it's to a good cause. And I think Mark Banchy, one of our performers, he's going to do some trivia later on, and there may be like some prizes in the form of donations. I'm still waiting, vamping a little bit more. It seems very vacuous without my co-host Brian Garrity come back from vacation. But let me check in first off. If you go ahead and pull up his video, one of our performers, which we'll get to at the very end of the night, is Jeff Beaulieu. Jeff, give him a round of applause at home. Come on up here, Jeff. Okay, now Jeff,
I almost ran a red light.
So you'll notice that Jeff, if you're astute, is in his car. He is actually on his way to pick up some fast food items for his segment at the very end. Jeff, where'd you just come from and where are you going?
I just came from Cookout.
Oh, okay.
And I am currently going home. I've made all my adventures. I've gone to my places. I missed my turn, Matt. I'm not good at this.
Okay, well, that's one of the benefits of live streaming is you can get a camera anywhere, even in your car. Although, be safe, Jeff. Please be safe.
I'm trying.
How many places did you go to tonight?
The plan was to hit up 8 of them.
And how many did you go to?
Classic fast food drive-through burgers. I only did 6 because 2 of them were kind of out of the way.
Okay. All right, so stick around to the very end. We got 5 performers. I stuck Jeff last, even though he hasn't had dinner yet. But you can take a bite out of each one, and he's going to talk about some fast food at the end. Thank you so much. Once again, Jeff Beaulieu. Please be safe, Jeff. Please be safe.
Thank you.
Shut off your video, but do it at a red light. Okay. God. I hope we don't have our first car accident on Earprov. Okay, once again, if you're just joining us, please like the stream. It'll be very, very helpful, and you'll get a little Nick Cage there. If you share the stream, you'll also get another Nick Cage. So thank you, Jenny. Also, thank you to I think one of our performers. Click that. Kate. Oh, look at that. That's from that's from Face Off. My mom. That's when we walked down the movie. So if you share, you get that Nick Cage, and then if you donate. Let's take somebody from last week. If you donate, you get one of my favorite Nick Cages of all. You get this one right here. Where is it? It's not working. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, Judy Blue Pidge. Okay, so that's how the live stream works. We're going to have our first guest come in just a little bit. But thank you once again so much for joining us. Please share the stream. We want everybody to see it, and we want everyone to donate to Black Lives Matter, the Global Network Fund. I'm excited. So let's actually, I don't know. We're going to start off with our first guest. Now, he went a little bit later last month because we do the show every first Friday of the month. He went a little bit later in the set last month and crushed it, and so we're welcoming him back. So let me go ahead and read his bio here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jordan Burton. Jordan Burton is a teacher, a foodie, and comedian with a spunky personality who's always down to have a good time while doing it. He is a regular of the Push Comedy Theater and performs with his sketch and improv comedy group Lemon Pepper and Saison. We actually got 2 Lemon Pepper and Saisoners tonight. And you can check him out on Instagram at SonicJebEats. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jordan Burton.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jordan, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. Now, Matt, I have to, this is not me. I'm not attacking you or anything.
Oh, shit, what?
I'm actually doing my set with another member of Lemon Pepper and Saison. You completely forgot about him. Didn't introduce him. Didn't put him on the flyer. Didn't do nothing.
No. I was going to leave it to you to introduce him to because I didn't want to mess up Brian, because Brian Garrity, he introduced the guest and blah. Anyways, but yeah, so it's going to be a couple of guys from Lemon Pepper and Saison. We recorded a pilot for a podcast recently, The Cat's Out of the Bag. And these guys have such great chemistry together. I could listen to them talk for hours and hours and hours. Before you guys begin, I do want to give a shout out to Anna Sosa for donating $20. The first Friday show of October. Yes, thank you, Anna. So
Anna.
We're getting there. All right. So I'm going to leave it up to you, Jordan. Take it away.
Okay, well, so to get started as a little introduction, what I wanted to do is, I'm kind of mourning the loss of Outside. Outside being closed since March of 2020. I have not got to go out and slay properly like I normally do. I've not seen outfits. I am actually the official fashion columnist for the Push Comedy Theater. By the way, what happened to the Wiener Digest? Alex, Anna, talk to me so I can start talking about some fashions, some old fashions. But anyways, what I'm going to do is, we got some looks, we got some submissions from some comedians from the Push Comedy Theater, and we're going to be critiquing them. I'm going to be critiquing them with my good friend, Mr. Day Day. You can go ahead and hop on the camera.
Yes, Day Day.
Hey, everybody.
Give a round of applause.
Thank you.
wait, we got the lemon pepper and
Yes.
saffron shirts. They're on sale. Go ahead and hit the PayPal. You can only buy them in white. The black is, member exclusive. But you can buy the white, show us off, send us, I think is what it is. You know what? Let me not get the price wrong. Hit me up on Facebook if you want to know the actual price. I don't remember right now. And I'll need Miss Donna getting me with the belt. However, what I want to do is say is that, me and Daddy, we got our official hats. If you have a hat like this, you can judge fashion.
Oh shit!
So,
I want one. I want one, Jordan, please.
I'm gonna get you one. This actually, my hat. Where did your hat come from? My hat actually came from Charlotte Russe when they were going out of business. So this is actually a woman's hat, but I took the bow off.
I think I kept this one really cheap and affordable. I think this is an H&M exclusive, actually. It's really nice. Has a nice little brim on there. You can't probably see it in this lighting. There you go. It's really nice.
Definitely. That brim, it blocks the shade from the haters, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Also, I do want to say that when we do talk about these outfits, when we critique them, we are not here to be mean-spirited or attack anybody. We might attack their clothing, but they've already got the disclaimer. So you know what? I'm ready to start with you. Are you ready to start?
I'm ready to start.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I got my little gavel. Fashion court is in order. Let's start with our first look. Okay, so on the docket we have Miss Jenny Doe in an all-black ensemble, looking right, getting us in the Halloween spirit. I'm here for it.
I love that.
It is. It's giving me American Horror Story Coven. She is a bad bitch. I like, she got everything right. And then see, I'm gonna pay attention to detail. So if you go all the way down to Jenny's shoes, she got her toes out and she has white nail polish on to offset all that black.
Exactly.
I am here for it. But the thing about Jenny Doe, she is our sister. She's a member of Lemon Pepper and Saffron Comedy. But this is not biased commentary. I will say, if there's one thing Miss Jenny Doe is going to do, she is going to stay beats for the gods.
Absolutely.
Love it.
I don't think I've ever seen Jenny not look good, because to be honest, this is giving me very, very like sexy Batgirl with like the long draped cape. I have like all the accent. For me, it's like the diamond ring, the accents with the earrings and the watches, and then like the flared up shoe, honestly. And like I love girls that wear like dark makeup. It's very goth, perfect for October. No complaints with Jenny. I couldn't shade her if I wanted to.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so I don't remember. Do you remember the Addams Family's theme song? I don't. He's gonna get two snaps.
That's that. There we go.
He gets two snaps. So you know what?
And a little bit of titty. Like he was still modest but sexy. I liked it.
I like it. So what we gonna give Miss Jenny on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm gonna let you go first.
I mean, considering we're judging pushers, I'm giving her a 10.
Yes.
Come through.
10.
Yes. First 10 of the night. We love to see it. Shout out to Jenny Doe. All right, so next on the docket. All right, we're gonna slide it over to the right. We have Mr. Sean Thomas. I'm a big fan of Sean Thomas. Me and him started doing improv at the Push Comedy Theater together. I loved watching him throughout class. We ended up on the same Improv Riot team. Actually, me and Jenny ended up on the same Improv Riot team. Sorry, quick sidebar. I met Jenny at Improv Riot auditions for Push Comedy Theater House team, and I didn't know her. And she only took 101, so she didn't know what a herald was. And the audition was a 1-minute herald process. So she turns to me and she was like, "A herald, what is that?" And I said, "Baby, just be funny and keep up." And ever since then we've been hitting it off. But let's go ahead and.
To be honest, I don't know if I've had the privilege of meeting Sean Thomas, but based on this look, it's very. I go to college at. The local community, a good American Eagle. I'm like, this is typical walking around Lynn Haven Mall fashions. I'm not mad at this at all. This is not, I've seen worse. So I don't actually have any issues with this. This is very standard fare.
I would say Sean Thomas is very shout out, you're gonna see his wife a little bit later. Sean Thomas actually gives me very cool dad. I always tell him that he's the house that everybody wants to have a sleepover at. Well, pre-COVID. I like Sean always stays fashionable. I like the Nikes, I like the jeans, the flannel shirt, the brimmed hat. I actually would wear
it's
an
outfit
outfit
like color for the brim. For me, that's what really set it from being like poor, is that he had enough fashion sense to give it a pop of color with the burgundy-ish. I don't know if that's the color of my thing, but the burgundy hat is what set it off for me.
It is. Now, you know what? I'm going to have to give one slight critique to the outfit. Sean, don't hate me. You know, I'm a big fan. If we scroll all the way down to the shoes and we see his pants, the tongues of his shoes are outside of the pants.
Oh no.
So I'm going to have to... Oh, I'm gonna have to take some points off the outfit, Mr. Sean, but you still look good.
But you know what? Considering the look he was going for, I'll allow it.
Okay, well, Dana is gonna allow it. I am not. So let's go ahead and what do you give Mr. Sean on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm giving him a strong 7.
Nice.
Okay, you know what? I agree with that. Well, you know, come through 7.5. All right,
wow.
Next on the fashion docket.
Ooh.
Wow, boom.
Yes.
We got Miss Lana, bow, bang, bam, body for day.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, looking at this, like, I'm like, we don't even have to discuss what's evident to everybody else. It's a 10 for me.
Yes.
You know what? 10 for Lana. You can go for Friday. Boom.
What they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. She took all of those. So
it's good for me. I like it. The hair is right. The body is right. The skin is right. The shoes are right. The nails right.
The pose,
shout out to Lana. Congratulations.
Yes.
She just gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. She is adorable. She is so precious. We love Lana. She is also a member of Lemon Pepper and Sasson Comedy. She's actually the reason why me and Dede know each other.
This is true.
She introduced us and she was like, you guys should talk because I know you like the same music. And me and Dana got to talking, and there was a Brandy concert that was allegedly supposed to happen. It didn't happen, but we're not gonna get into that.
Never gonna let this go.
We not gonna get into that. We were on the way to the concert in DC and she canceled it the day of. However, I'm not mad, I'm not bitter. Let's get back to the topic at hand. And we just, we bonded over music. I talked to Dede like once a day. Ever since quarantine started, we always cut up and act the fool. And I'm really glad that we have the chance to do this set together. But Miss Lana, 10s across the board. Let's go ahead and bring it to our next fashion look.
All right.
So we have,
oh my Lord,
we have Miss Eva, the Reign of Terror. I say that I stand Miss Eva in this household over here. She does drunk prov. She is very fun. She does a lot of things that are experimental. I just filmed an episode. I filmed an episode with her, and I'm sorry, my commentary is getting a little brief. We're gonna have to do some speed rounds with these judges and these critiques. But Daddy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it from here.
You know what? It's giving me sort of like Recess cosplay meets Monsters Inc.
Okay.
But given that might be character work, I'll allow it.
Yes.
I like it because you know what? When I visualize, a sleigh or a
come on and visualize.
This is not the first place my mind would go to. However, you know what it's giving me? It's giving me like, remember when Gwen Stefani was doing the Harajuku Girls look?
Absolutely.
It's giving me very Tokyo street fashion minus the cultural appropriation.
You know why? She looks like Jim. I don't know if you've ever seen like that movie or something on some of Netflix with the purple wig and like the cool rock star vibe. It's exactly that. Yeah.
It's cute. So I do, what the thing is, I love the bag. I love the wig. I love the purple wig. I love that she has the orange and the purple with the t-shirt. I love that detailed cheetah print on the vest. The only thing I might have done differently with this outfit is I would have, and I know we just talked about the Harajuku schoolgirl vibe. I would have maybe replaced the denim skirt with like a 90s acid wash denim jort.
Really?
And that would have gave me like, but that would have meant more to like a grunge look. That might not have been an aesthetic.
I can't lie. That actually is what makes me kind of like it all tied together because it gives me remnants of Britney Spears' Baby One More Time, that whole iconic moment where you're giving us crazy, raunchy, and risque at the top and then really prim and proper at the bottom. And I think that's why I like the look.
It's good. So what are we gonna give this? Give this?
I'm gonna give her a strong 8.5.
Yes, you know what? We love to see it come through 8.5. All right, Miss Eva on Drunk Prov. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next boom. Boom!
Oh, boom, boom, boom.
Dede, I need you to tell me where the dock is because I'm trying to motor boat. All right, okay. Tatas in full force. This is Miss Erica Johnson of Kamikaze Sketch Comedy at Push Comedy Theater. This is a little clip from when they did the Pushies last year. I believe they won Most Outstanding Group. Don't quote me on that. Somebody let me know if I'm right or wrong in the comments. However, we're going to focus in on Miss Erica. This dress, I love the color. You know, we just gonna have to talk about the accentuation of detail. We love to see it.
She looks like expensive drapery. I love it. Like, honestly, I feel like I need to go pay more. She looks like she pays more in taxes because she looks very expensive. The hair is regal. The earrings are fancy. The dress. It's the fact that, because of course we can't just give 10s because of the peekaboo. It's really the fact that the peekaboo is encrusted in this rich swaddling cloth, the ones that Jesus should have got when he was born. It's very rich, very soft. It looks like she took it straight from her dining room and said, I want it in a dress. I love it.
We're gonna give the classy cleavage. We're going to give it a 10.
Yes.
We're gonna give it a 10. I would say this though, if I had to give one slight critique, I may have liked to have seen this look pulled together with like a bright red lip.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes, with like a bright red lip. That would have. We have time for one more. I apologize for not getting to all the submissions, but we had a time constraint. But we will be back for some more fashion critiques, so be on standby. We have our last fashion of the baby. Okay. This is Mr. David Katash. He is a stand-up comedian in the area. He does some really funny work. This outfit being one of them.
Oh, I've met him. Actually, I have met him and I like him. He's very talented.
He is very funny. He is a very funny stand-up comedian. I believe he does dabble in some improv or push comedy theater. I believe I saw him do Improv Riot. Shout out to Mr. David Katash. The last outfit that we have for the evening. Now, I feel like this outfit had to have been a joke. I know he don't step out the house looking like this.
It's very on brand for the month. And so similar to the other young lady who had on the cosplay Recess meets Monsters Inc. moment, I'm going to judge it based on it looking like character work. Okay. But I'm still going to have to offer my critiques. I would be with him. He's giving me if Urkel grew up adjacent to the streets in Compton with the hat fitted backwards. My only issue is I felt like the look wasn't executed when you look down at those shoes, those water moccasin similar shoes, and those I just finished playing basketball socks. That's where he threw me. If it wasn't for that, I would have allowed it.
You know, if we look at the detail in the background, it looks like there's a puddle that may have just rained. So there may be a reason why he's wearing the water moccasins and pulling the pants all the way up with the high water moment. It's giving me very Urkel meets Portsmouth. I grew up. I went to Churchland High. Things like that. You know what?
But you gotta commit. That's the thing. The look is from top to bottom. The look doesn't stop at the feet because a bad shoe can mess up a good outfit.
It can. And, you know, we talked about the shoes in the other outfit, and the shoes are what really made us like these outfits. You know what? I do. David Katash, this is no disrespect to you. We just talk about the clothes. We do appreciate your talent and your stand-up. You know what? I'm gonna leave the rating completely up to you, David, for this outfit right here. What do we give it? I'm
gonna give it a 6.5 because I actually think like waist stuff is executed very well.
Okay, you know, Day Day is better than me because it was up to me. I would have had to change to the electric chair.
Oh my Lord. Thank y'all so much.
Give it up for Day Day and Jordan. Stick around, Jordan and Day Day. Thank you guys so much for starting off our night. It was really fun. We haven't had a fashion show on the show yet, and I just realized I probably shouldn't play it now. I just realized I had music for y'all, and I completely forgot. So, can you believe me? I am such a fucking idiot. That would have, but y'all nailed it. Thank you so much, and get me one of those hats. I'll send you my address. All right. So, do you guys have any other shows coming up with Lemon Pepper and Sazon?
We do actually. On the 24th, we have a Halloween show coming up. The title is tentative because we had a title at first, but Miss Donna completely shut it down. We're not gonna say what the name of that show was. But it's gonna be.
You bet not.
It's gonna be hosted by myself and Mr. Troy Vincent, very funny, P-Town's finest. So we've actually started rehearsals for it this week. We have some fun short form improv. We're gonna try some new things that we have not done before. Cool. And we're also gonna be raising money for a really good cause. So stay tuned. Awesome. October 24th.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. At home, give a big round of applause for Jordan and Day Day. That was awesome. There wasn't any pictures of me in there, but that's okay. We'll get to that next time. All right. So thank you for just joining us. Welcome to Earprov.com's quarantine live stream series, live stream till the vaccine. Real funny. So people are being real, sometimes a little bit funny, or just real. It doesn't matter. 5 different artists, comedians, talented people, and they're doing whatever the fuck they want. We just had a fashion show, which is fucking cool. I do want to thank some very generous donations. Everything you see that comes through tonight is going to go straight to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Fund. And if you go to streamelements.com/earprov/tip, thank you. Let's see, we got Anna's, Nick Shonk, $10. Thank you, my dude. Donna Lewis, one of the comedians tonight, $10. Thank you. Kate Thomas Fart. I see what you did there. Donated $25. Am I right? Thank you so much, Kate Thomas Fart. And Eva 8.5. Okay. So the cosplayer earlier, Eva, she's one of our good friends. She donated $20 to Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much. Once again, it's a cause that's near and dear to our hearts, and it's all going to go straight towards the cause. So without any further ado, let's get to our next artist. There's a picture of him. Mark Banchy is an up-and-coming... I'm going to play the runway music. There we go. Mark Banchy is an up-and-coming improv comedian and sketch writer-performer of Sketch Me Like One of Your French Girls from Norfolk, Virginia. When he's not performing at the Push Comedy Theater, where he was trained in long-form improvisation, you can find him training to become a professional bowler or wasting away playing video games in an equally fruitless effort to become a professional video game player. You might not have heard any of that because the music was so loud. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mark Banchy! Get on in here, Mark.
Hello, you just caught me reading.
Mark, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you, Matt? You've
good.
Really upped your production value.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's looking great, isn't it? So first off, is that your actual house, or did you have to like bust into a library late at night?
No comment. I think it's possible I could get in trouble if I answer that one. So
okay. Okay,
nope.
we'll just keep it at that. Well, what are you gonna be doing for us tonight?
Great question. I've spun up a little bit that we're gonna do. It's called Mark's Mostly True Trivia Corner. There should be a graphic up. Is it up? I guess
it is up. Yeah, you can't see it, but it's up, and there's music playing. Okay.
My friend Anna made that graphic for me.
All right.
So shout out to her.
Okay, well, take it away. Take it away, Mark. Give it a big round of applause for Mark.
So actually, Matt, you might be interacting with me, but
okay.
I'll give you a spiel here.
Okay.
It's basically 2 truths and a lie. So getting through COVID and quarantine, I've entertained myself with a lot of games, and one that I've always liked was 2 truths and a lie, where you make up a lie, but then you pepper it in with 2 truths, and you have to guess which one is fake. And I did it with trivia because I like trivia, and I wanted Matt to guess.
Oh shit!
And to add some stakes here, I wanted to, if Matt's able to get them right, I prepared 3 rounds. If Matt's able to get any one of them right, I will donate $25 a piece to Black Lives Matter. So
nice. Okay. And let me up the ante a little bit here. And we were talking earlier. I always hated in Celebrity Jeopardy when like an actor I liked would come on the show and they just fucking bomb. And I'm like, wait a minute, your charity was like for cancer patients. Like you probably just killed some cancer patients because you're an idiot. So I'm gonna try my best. I don't know. I wasn't very good at Trivial Pursuit, but I want to up the ante. If you want to also match my donations at home, then go for it. So if you want to match, for everyone I get right, you give $5 to Black Lives Matter. Let's do it. All right, let's do this.
Awesome. So I curated some trivia. This is not off the top of my head. I curated some fun trivia, and I peppered in some that I made up. So, okay. All right. First round, there'll be 3. One of them is true.
Okay.
I'm sorry. One of them is a lie. 2 of them are true. Screwing up the rules already.
You following along at home? Good.
Yeah. All right. First one.
Okay.
The owner of the Segway scooter company died by accidentally driving off a cliff on a Segway.
I actually know that one is true. Keep going.
Okay. Number 2. Clarinet lessons can be written off as a medical expense on your taxes in the United States if prescribed to fix an overbite by an orthodontist.
Okay, I'll have to think on that one. Shit.
Right. If you need me to repeat any, I can do that as well.
Okay. Keep going.
And the third one is scientists have discovered that nearly 20%. Wait, no, hold on. I'm reading ahead. The spice. No, nope. I'm bad. Hold on. My numbers are bad.
Is this trying to like throw me off?
No. Actually, I'm reading future ones. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Due to the prevalence of chimpanzees and the lack of lightning in Senegal, the country, there are actually more annual cases of faces being ripped off by chimpanzees than people being struck by lightning. So we've got Segway owner killing himself on a Segway. We have, you can write clarinet lessons off of your taxes if an orthodontist prescribes it as a overbite fix. And there are more faces ripped off by chimpanzees than people struck by lightning in Senegal.
All right. First, I want to compliment you. I may be an idiot, and so please don't don't shit on me in the comments. And I can't remember now. I remember that this was like a meme or something about the Segway guy falling off a cliff. And I can't remember. I'm second guessing myself if that's true or not true, or just like an urban legend. Let's just put that one off the side. I'm gonna go with one of the last two is the lie. I'm gonna go with the last one is a lie.
The chimpanzees?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that right? Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
I pulled that one out of my ass.
Okay. Now that was good though, because all of them were really tricky. And again, I second guessed myself on the first one. So if you're watching and you're betting on me, you're betting on the right dude. But I'm nervous. I'm sweating. Like I really want to get this right. This is good. All right, keep going.
I will admit I didn't do a lot of research that I guess could be true, but I made it up. So
okay. Well, thank you for that. All right, let's go to round 2. Here we go. Round 2, baby.
So I'm already donating $25. Matt, I don't have the money, so you're gonna have to lose here.
Okay.
Right? I'm just kidding. I have the money. I will make the donations. Okay.
I know.
Second round. All right. Let's see here. My numbering system was bad.
Yeah, I could tell.
From 1912 to 1948, competitive art was in the Olympics. Medals were awarded for architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpture. So that is competitive art was in the Olympics.
Okay.
Next one is where is it? The spice anise smelled so bad to the ancient Greeks who discovered it that they chose to name it after the Greek word for anus.
That's gotta be fake, man. That's gotta be okay, keep going, but that's gotta be fucking fake. Keep going.
And the third one is that graham crackers were invented by Sylvester Graham to be so bland in an effort to dissuade masturbation.
Yeah, I know that one's true, and that's a good one. That's a good little factoid. I know a thing or two, Mark. I know a thing or two.
All right.
The fucking second one is so fucking goofy. I don't know if that's like a double bluff or not. The first one, I'm thinking of like, cause 40 to 48, that's like World War II areas. Like, did like Hitler put it in there or something? I'm gonna have to go with my gut though. I hope I'm not a fucking idiot. And by the way, thank you to Jeff Poops for donating $5. I guess because I got that one right. All right, I'm not going to cheat either. All right, nobody's telling me in the chat. Thanks a lot, guys at home. All right, I'm going to go with the second one. That fucking anus thing, that can't be correct. That's got to be a lie.
I wish it were true, but you're right.
Yeah! I'm 2 for 2, baby! I'm 2 for 2.
I couldn't help myself. I thought of that one, and I couldn't not put it in. So
that is good though. So, but sorry to call you out. You didn't do any research on these, like the one about the art and literature. That's actually surprising.
I did do a little bit of research. Yeah, no, I did find some and picked ones that I thought would fit well or be hard to guess.
Okay. But do you
some
know
of these
that
I knew. The graham cracker one I knew. The Segway one I knew. But yeah, some of these I did look up, so I won't.
what about the art and literature though? Like, why did that happen? Why did that come about? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right,
I
well,
actually didn't dig much deeper than the fact.
look it up in the chat and let us know, because that is the crazy. And thank you, Nick Shonk. The chat's a little behind us, but he's like, I got this. I gotta go 3 for 3, baby. I gotta go. Let's go to round 3, baby. Round 3.
All right.
And let those donations pour in, because I'm 2 for 2. Okay, match our donations. Come on, this Black Lives Matter. Come on. All right, round 3. I'm excited.
All right, round 3.
Yeah.
Okay. It is illegal to spit on a seagull in Norfolk, the city of Norfolk, Virginia.
That's a local. I like local
Yeah.
trivia. If I get that wrong, people are gonna shit on me. Okay, keep going.
It's illegal to spit on a seagull. The second one, I'll find it. I will find it. Okay. Scientists have discovered that nearly 20% of male spiders exhibit homosexual behavior. Therefore, it is also true that each year you swallow on average 2 gay spiders.
Was that the last 2 and 3, or you got another one?
That's just 2. No, that's just 2.
That's just okay. The gay spider thing was just something thrown on there, a tidbit. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, basically the fact was that some spiders are gay. They discovered that some spiders are gay. And I added on that since you swallow spiders, you'll inevitably swallow some gay spiders. So.
Which sounds real dirty. Let's keep going. All right, the third one. I'm real nervous.
Next one. New York was officially named New Orange for over a year in the 17th century. New York was officially named New Orange.
In the 17th century?
Yeah.
That'd be the 1600s?
That's right. So we got spitting on a seagull is illegal in Norfolk. You swallow up to 2 gay spiders a year. Or New York was once named New Orange for a year.
All right. Now, I know the spider thing, but I think it's an urban legend. Like, the math is all wrong on this sort of thing. So I guess I'm going to go with number 2 and hope that you look that one up, because it's a fucking lie. So I'm going to say number 2 is a lie.
You got me. You got me on 3. Damn it, Matt.
Yes! 3 for 3!
Actually, yeah, the part of that that's fake is that you don't swallow spiders. Actually, some spiders will have sex with other spiders of the same gender. So they think they're just confused and not, gay. But they just think they're like, they'll have sex with like inanimate objects too. So
whoa, that's incredible. Wow. That was amazing. And guys, the donations should be rolling in. And guess what, Mark? You owe Black Lives Matter $75. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That was mostly true. Mark's mostly true trivia corner. That was awesome. Thank you, Mark. Like I said, this show is all about you guys doing whatever the fuck you want. And when Mark pitched a trivia game, I was like, I don't know, sure, whatever. And that was really fun. Thank you. You got any shows or anything coming up? Anything you want to plug?
No, COVID's kind of kept me indoors. I've been pretty cautious, not really doing much. So
gotcha.
No, but once this whole thing blows over, we'll be performing at Push Comedy Theater again, and come check us out there. If you liked what you see, Matt Cole's doing so much great stuff online. If you liked any of this stuff, it's way better in person. So you guys should come out when we reopen.
Although I'm way uglier in person and stupider. I'm surprised I got 3 out of 3. You might have just been placating me or something. Thank you so much, Mark. Give a big round of applause for Mark. See you, dude. That was fun, and I have to towel myself off now. So thank you at home to Jeff Poops for matching the donations of $5, and then Anna Sosa, I guess at home you were rooting for me, and she also donated $15 more to Black Lives Matter. Thank you. If you're watching at home, please donate to a good cause. We're not quite halfway there. So by the end of the night, hopefully you guys donate to get to our goal of 300. Right next door to me, right there, the scrolling thing, the constant thing. That's our top donators from all of our shows. So if you want to, get your name on the leaderboard, so to speak. I hate competition, but it works. So if you want to get your name up there for the rest of our earprov.com series, then please do that. I do want to say, let's see, there is something up here. Oh, Nick Shonk, you're great in the chat, by the way. He says, we love spitting on our birds in Norfolk. We don't. That's not true. And he was trying to help me out with the trivia, but I got it. I nailed it. Okay, let's go on to our next guest. We got 3 more guests, and let's check in real quick with Jeff Beaulieu. Jeff, get the hell on out here. Jeff, come on, boy. Hey, maybe. Oh, there you are. You're home. You made it. I was checking. I was making sure you were home.
Yeah, I'm home now. I've been trying to message you to let my computer into the chat, so I don't have to use my phone for it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and admit you.
But if you want to see what's coming up later, let me just turn this camera around.
That is so good. Okay, you can start eating, Jeff. That's why I want to check in. Please, take a bite. I don't want you to go hungry.
But you got to see the presentation and everything. I mean.
Okay, all right. Well, we got 3 more guests, and Jeff is going to be the last one of the night. He's going to go through some fast food. He paid for all that fast food. So thank you, Jeff. And we're on to our next guest. So let's see who we got here. It's going to be Kate. Alrighty. Oops, wrong one. Boop. Alrighty, Kate Thomas. Kate Thomas is, there we go, a local Norfolk artist working primarily, let me put runway music on, local Norfolk artist working primarily in watercolor on canvas. She's very excited to be dipping her toes into comedy. She loves the Bush Comedy Theater, where she's taken a handful of improv classes. Kate is a believer that good laughter is light. Check her out on Facebook, artist Kate Thomas, Instagram, Kate Thomas Art, KateThomasArt.com. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for Kate Thomas. Kate, I don't want to call you out, but I am right now. Kate, out of all the people tonight, was and may still be the most nervous, because she kept on saying, even though she's taking, I helped teach her in 201 improv. She's such a great performer. She's very funny. She was very nervous about being funny. You can do whatever. You can do trivia. That wasn't funny, except for maybe the eating the gay spiders thing. But yeah, thank you so much for being on. I think we'll talk a little bit more about kind of what you do in real life, I guess. We got one of your, I can see one of your watercolors behind there. It's beautiful. Look at that. So how's pandemic treating you?
Yeah, it's treating me. It's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're gonna be talking about tonight, right?
That's right. I'm gonna talk about my emotional swings during COVID.
I love it. Okay, well, without further ado, here comes Kate Thomas. Go for it.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. So, like you said, I'm Kate Thomas. Maybe you know me, maybe you don't. I don't know who's all out there. Maybe you're like, oh, cool, I like her. Or maybe you're like, I have no idea what that girl's deal is. Either way, I'm glad you're here. Maybe you knew me in high school and you're like, oh, she's such a bitch, which in that case, you're not wrong. I was. Apologies to everyone. Maybe not everyone. Okay, so let's talk about this. Look at this lovely little wine glass that I have here. This is one of my COVID purchases. I bought it because when COVID started, I decided I would binge watch this show that everybody's talking about called Outlander. So basically at this point, I'm like a Scottish historian and can tell you everything about Scotland in the 1700s. And I love the wine glasses they drink out of, so I bought some that look kind of like them. I just wanted to watch a show that was made me feel like the pandemic isn't a big deal. So I binge watched this show that's impossible time travel and bloody war and love ripped apart, and it's very intense, and it makes me feel a little bit better about COVID. But also during that, maybe I fell in love with James Frazier just a little
Ooh.
bit. See the picture of him there.
Yeah.
But maybe more concerning is that I might be more in love with Claire Frazier. So that's a little
Ooh.
new and confusing,
Nice.
but kind of fun. So yeah, that's how I started COVID. I started just kind of freaked out about everything and binge watching Outlander. Yeah, we were like, Sean and I, my husband Sean and I, we both own our own businesses. So during COVID, we're like, okay, we better like really tighten up and like not spend any money. So we like pinched all of our pennies because we didn't know how long this was gonna last. We didn't know how our businesses were gonna go. But we're here, I don't know, what is it, like 6, 7, I don't even know, I've lost track of time, but we're like 7 months out, and I am buying everything I see on Instagram. Like I scroll and they hear me talking and they know what to show me. And so I bought a mop on Instagram thinking, you know, I was feeling really good one day thinking I'm going to start to be a person who cleans all the time and just like evolve myself during COVID. So I bought this mop. It's called the Mopsy Pro, so it even has a cute name. But it's still in the box. Have not used it yet. So that's a little high and low for you there. Let's see what else. I think like the biggest temperature gauge of me is like how I feel when I lay down in bed at night, or like, you know, it's like the end of the day and we get in bed and Sean and I always talk. It's like this little check-in. We talk about the day, and it's like, some nights I'm so exhausted, I just like fall asleep, no problem, and I sleep soundly through the night. And other nights I have like major insomnia and I'm not sleeping until like 3 a.m. There are nights that it's like I get in bed and I just cry because everything's so overwhelming, and it's really hard because I'm running a business and I'm taking care of my house and now I'm homeschooling my kids and it's a lot. But then other nights, maybe, you know, you eat a little edible and then you laugh because everything's so wonderful and everything's so funny. There doesn't really seem to be like a center on this pendulum swing. In, let's see, when was it? Oh, Thanksgiving. So all the way back in November, we decided to give up alcohol, and we made it all the way through the holidays and all the way through the beginning of COVID. We made it into the beginning of April. And then there was like a moment where we were both in the kitchen cooking, and we just like looked at each other and we're like, it's time. And Sean went to the ABC store. So then maybe we drank a little bit too much. So August, we're kind of back to, you know, not drinking or cutting back a little bit, or supposedly we are. But yeah, there's just all these back and forths. Like I wake up some days and I'm like, I'm gonna like rock this. Like I'm gonna grow my business. I'm gonna use COVID to my advantage. I'm excited to make money and create art. And then there's other days that I wake up after my kids, and I wake up and I come downstairs at 10 a.m. and my kids have already like fed themselves and cleaned the house, and I decide I'm not even going into work, and it's production or total stillness. Yeah, I did have a win though. I get really nervous about being on camera. It feels like really up close and personal. Like it almost feels like you're closer to me than if we were talking in person. And I had to do an Instagram live last week, and I was like, oh, like I felt really good about myself. Like I felt like I looked young and fresh, and it felt good. And then that night I'm like brushing my teeth in the mirror, and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, oh my God, like I have wrinkle, like I'm getting wrinkles, and I'm looking at all of these wrinkles, like my crow's feet, my face here, and I'm looking at this, like, I'm not going to show you because I'm a lady, but there's like this like tree of wrinkles growing up from my cleavage, and our phones are absolutely listening to it, and this is proof of it. This is what Instagram advertises to me, and I click on it, and it's like legitimately a thing that you put on to like stop cleavage wrinkles. So that took me from my high of feeling like young and fresh to feeling very wrinkly and old. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're all dealing with this in some way or another. I think we're all, you know, feeling good some days and feeling bad some days, and we feel happy some days, we feel sad some days. But I'm trying to be okay with that. I think it's okay to be there. We are in a pandemic. So just to end on a real note, the thing that does kind of center my pendulum swing of just on a high and on a low is the people I love, my family, and then my artwork, like actually being able to create. So if you are like me and you are swinging these emotional highs and lows, and can't find a balance, I'm gonna just like plug a little, go create something, because it really is very like centering and grounding. So that's my ending it on a real note. That's it. Thanks for having me.
Kate, I love it. That's kind of, and I hope Brian Garrity, my co-host and co-producer and creator of the show, was watching. He'll watch on was it refund? No, what is the word? Rewatch, yeah. Rerun. Oh fuck, I had a brain fart.
Refund.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Donna's chiming in.
He's the one that roped me into doing this.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's exactly what he wanted. And we can all. Right now, we can all, I can't think of my words right now, commiserate with you. I gotta say, I am kind of known for my highs and lows. A lot of people who kind of just see me as a host and a performer, they see a lot of the highs, but sometimes the highs get really, really high, not with like drugs or anything, but the lows, I've kind of been the same way. Like I had to take vacation for my job. At least I'm lucky that I got to keep my job. I wasn't furloughed or anything like that. But and here I am complaining about vacation, but I took vacation. I had nowhere to go. It was like in like April or May or something like that, and I had to take vacation. And it was just a staycation. And I did the same thing that you did. I was like, all right, I'm gonna clean. I finally like cleaned my bathroom, which I hadn't done in, I'm not gonna say on this show. But the lows too, it's just kind of like I work from home, and some days I'm just like, put on pants, man. Like you have to do this. Or, you know, Brian and I, and he can talk about this. I wish he was here too to talk about it. Is like just doing these shows has really kind of kept us alive, and we're glad to have you on this show, because that's why we're doing these live streams. That's why we're doing donations. None of this money goes to us. I mean, like, I wish we could make some extra scratch, but thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for being real. I kind of commiserate with you. I've never seen Outlander though. What is this show?
It's a period time travel piece. It's set in like Scotland in the 1700s. This girl accidentally travels through time, and then she ends up falling in love with another man, but her husband's back, 200 years later. And
I hate it when that happens.
Ridiculousness, but you'll get sucked in like in a second.
Oh, that's awesome. And let's talk about you. So where can we find like your art?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm online, katethomasart.com, or any of the social media. Just search for Kate Thomas Art. And if you're local, my studio's on Colley Avenue. You can always hit me up and come and see my stuff.
Love it. And once again, one of your pieces right behind you there. Is that, I mean, that's right over your bed, right? Is that like significant anyway?
Yeah. I mean, Sean and I talk about like kind of like being each other's sage, like being really, it's really important to us to be supportive of each other.
Yeah.
And so I did this piece that has a lot of like muted sage type colors in it, and I wanted to put it over our bed. The title of it is Be My Sage. That's it.
No way. Well, that is beautiful. And now you can shake it all off. Thank you so much. Give a round of applause to Kate Thomas of Kate Thomas Art. Thank you. That was great. Okay, so and you guys have been great too, donating to Black Lives Matter Global Network. Thank you so much, Mark Banchy. Finally, he said great job at the trivia. He donated $75. Thank you, Mark. Jordan Burton, who you saw him earlier with Day $10, and he hashtag BLM Black Lives Matter. Erica Guess, who is in the cleavage, she donated $40, $20 for each tata, she said. And Day himself donated $10. Wait, no, it says Danny. Is that a different person, or Day, did you misspell your name? Anyways, I don't want to call you out, but thank you. We are more than half. I mean, we're only $50 away towards our goal, and guess what? It's just our goal. Honestly, I could up the goal and we can get more money. I think last month we donated to Black Lives Matter Global Network, and we had, I think, $330. Maybe I should have set the goal at that to try and match it, but keep on donating. Thank you guys. We got two more guests for you, and this one I wanted to put her I wanted to put her in all the slots, to be honest. I mean, this has been a great night so far, but she's just so funny, so talented, and she's been I mean, she's been touring. She's started her own groups. This is going to be great. And she also last minute sent me a picture and said, hey, put this in the show. During the show, which I hope I have the technical prowess to do this, but it's going to be Donna Lewis. So Donna Lewis, let me get up her bio here. You know her, you love her. She's a stand-up comedian. Let me play the Run music. Stand-up comedian, sketch, and improv performer based out of Hampton, Virginia. She's performed in L.A., New York, Boston, and New Orleans. She opened for comedy legend Marsha Warfield, studied improv at UCB, and even won a World Series of Comedy competition. When she's not telling jokes, she works at NASA. Actually, we have 2 NASA guys on here tonight. And line dances all over the country. You can check her out on Instagram, HRLMGYRL, Harlem Girl, there you go. And comedian Donna Lewis on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for Donna Lewis! Oh, whoops.
How's everybody doing out there in internet land?
I'm doing good, and I just messed up your thing. I put your picture up, but pretend like you didn't see that. We'll get to that photo at the end there.
That's okay.
And I'm going to call it Donna, too, because I love this. So a little background for this show, we don't really rehearse this shit. I mean, honestly, we all meet on Wednesday. We ask the performers, hey, what do you want to talk about? And they say, I'm going to do a trivia show, or I'm going to eat burgers like Jeff. Or some people like Donna was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And we're like, guess what? That's perfect. So this is going to be really off the cuff. This is going to be, and it's good for Donna because once again, she's a very experienced, very talented stand-up comedian. So check her out whenever you can, especially post-COVID when we hopefully get back to more normal stuff. But we said, that's going to be great for you, Donna. This is going to be, I think, some stories that she's never told before. So we're going to talk about tonight, Donna.
Well, of course, when you're sitting at home all these months, you get very reflective.
Yeah.
And since I'm old as fuck, excuse my language, you start thinking about relatives that have passed on and relationships that you had before. But my grandmother, who raised me, is the one that has been popping up in my head the most.
All right. Well, let's hear it. Give a big round of applause for Donna. Yes, Donna, go.
Well, first, I'm going to start off with this. My story tonight is based on 1970s Harlem. And if anybody out there has seen the movie American Gangster with Denzel Washington, and they would talk about the old gangsters back in Harlem, Bumpy Johnson, and he played Frank Lucas. Well, my grandmother knew some of these people because my grandmother was a numbers bookie, among other things. And if you don't know anything about numbers, and I'm not talking about the Virginia lottery because that's straight up legal. We talking about street numbers. And they started off as the numbers game or the numbers racket or the Italian lottery or the daily numbers. And usually played in poor and working class neighborhoods, which Harlem definitely was in the 70s. And it was based off horse racing, where someone would pick 3 numbers, okay? And people would bet on the numbers. And the way the system worked is the gamblers would place the bets with a bookmaker, which was my grandmother. She was a bookie at a bar or whatever, a barbershop, where all kind of places would take in the numbers. And number runners would carry the money and the betting slips between the betting parlors and the headquarters called the Numbers Bank. Well, the summer before I went away to college, a nice upstanding New England college, my grandmother turned me into a numbers runner.
Whoa.
So I became part of her crime syndicate.
What?
So, but before she had me do this summer, there used to be a man that would show up to the house every day, and you'll see that in one of the pictures. There's books. I didn't even realize there's books written on playing the numbers. There's lots of them about the history of number making and number booking in Harlem. And it used to be a man that would show up dressed to the nines, just like the people in the American Gangster movie. And his name was Mr. Lex. Mr. Lex would show up every day with a top hat, a suit, an overcoat, beautiful shoes. I don't care if it was a 500 degrees outside. He showed up looking like that every day. And he would pick up the numbers from my grandmother to take them to the number parlor. Well, that summer, before I went to college, she made me the number runner. I don't know if Mr. Lex got rubbed out or what happened to him, but I had to take the numbers. Well, one day, and this is the day I quit being a numbers runner. I took the number slips and the money to the number bank. It was in one of the big apartment buildings that was in my neighborhood in Harlem that was hard to get into because it was kind of exclusive. I take the number slips up to the apartment to drop them off. I go into an apartment that had absolutely no furniture in it. Not anything except for a card table, folding chairs, and a bunch of men sitting around the card table that had money stacked up to here, cash. And I'm like, I can't believe my grandmother sent me here with all these men in these suits. They look like gangsters with all this money. And I'm 17 years old. I shouldn't be in this crime syndicate. What if somebody comes up here and robs this place and I'm in the middle of all of this?
Oh my God.
I'm getting ready to go to college in New England. I can't be caught here. And all I know is I've never seen that much cash in my life. And it made me nervous. So when I got out of there and I went back home, I told my grandmother, I said, I want out this life. I can't do this anymore. It makes me nervous. And I don't know if she pistol whipped me or not because she used to carry a gun. Because my grandmother was no joke. I don't know if y'all know about Medea, but my grandmother was the really first Medea. She had no problem using a gun because she had no problem shooting at my grandfather inside the house to scare him. And this will tell you all you need to know about my grandmother, and she raised me. We lived in an apartment building. My grandfather was a superintendent, and people used to show up and try to steal stuff out our basement apartment because we had washing machines and soda machines that had change in them. And sometimes the bums in the neighborhood would try to rob us. Well, one night a guy got into the basement and broke into the soda machine and broke the big giant lock off of it, right? My grandmother got up. My grandfather didn't get up because my grandmother was the one with the gun. She startles the guy. He throws this big lock at her, but he missed. But he should have hit her in the head because she popped off one shot. And all I could hear was, get up, get up. You could hear him trying to get up. Next thing I heard, pop, get up, pop, get up. And he finally got up out of there. About a couple of days later, a New York City detective shows up at our house and says, ma'am, I understand that there was a shooting that took place here.
Whoa. And
she put her hand on her hip. She looked that detective right in his face. And she said, I don't know nothing about no shooting. But I tell you what, if you don't get on away from around here asking questions, somebody gonna be around here asking questions about you. And from that point, the investigation was over. And that was my grandmother, Miss Maggie Thomas. And that's my story.
Yes! Give it up for Donna. Oh, wait.
I don't know if Matt showed that picture of the three ladies.
Yeah. It's right to your left.
Yeah, my grandmother is the lady in the black with the badass hat on and the black dress because she was that woman.
That is
and that
so
was my
cool.
grandmother, Miss Maggie Thomas.
Oh my God, that is amazing! Thank you so much, Donna. Yes.
Thank you.
And yeah, you haven't used that story like in your. You said maybe briefly in some of your stand-up. You never told that story before, and once again, it's like that's why the show is really cool because we wanted Donna on the show because she's just a great storyteller. She's very energetic and inviting, and that is so cool and so scary at parts. I mean, like. You were a gangster at some point. You were in the gangster life.
I was the gangster in training. I didn't have the nerve for it because once I saw all that money and the men in all them suits, I was like, no.
That is so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Donna. So you got any shows coming up? Anything you want to plug? Anything to talk about?
Again, just like Day Day and Jordan, I am the founder of Lemon Pepper and Saison Comedy, and I am also in the group. And like he said, we have our virtual show, improv show, gonna be really funny, kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway, on the 24th of October. I'm also host a once a month outdoor, socially distant stand-up show at Capstan Bar Brewery in Hampton. That's gonna be on the 17th of October. And I am on the board of Black Girl Giggles Comedy Festival, and I will be doing a show with them, which is going to be out of New Orleans. That was one of my places I performed at.
Yeah.
We're doing a show. Black Girl Giggles is a comedy festival dedicated to showcasing Black women comedians. And so it was founded in New Orleans, and I've done it 2 years in a row, and it got canceled this year because of COVID.
Right.
But we're going to do a virtual show on the 8th of October. So all this stuff will be on my Instagram, my Facebook page, and all that stuff. So.
This is wonderful, Donna. Like, best of luck to you. I know you don't need it from me because you've been doing this stuff for a long, long time. So we're so glad to have you on the show. And Donna's a regular at the Push Comedy Theater, and she's been performing there for a long time. And it's so good. Always good to see you. And that was a wonderful story. You might not see this in the chat, Donna, but actually Anna Sosa, our good friend, she loved that story so much. She's great with animation drawing. She wants to animate that story, and I think it'd be really...
Lord. That would be hilarious.
Wouldn't that be cool? And we have some good audio of you in this. That would be so great. So thank you much. Give a big round of applause at home for Donna Lewis. Yes. All right, we got one more act for you, and we've been checking in with him all night because I don't have a co-host. One thing of note, I'm not sure who's. I need to find out how I can see who's watching this show, the numbers. But you guys have been great in the chat. Keep on. Thank you, Erica. She loved Donna's story as well. And I couldn't help myself, guys. I went ahead and donated $75 to get us over our $300 goal of tonight. Yes! It may be cheating, but whatever. 75 because I won the stupid trivia that Mark did, so I deserve it. And you know who really does deserve it is Black Lives Matter Global Network. I actually upped the goal, so our goal is now going to be $400. Let's see if we can get to it by the end of the night. We got one more act, so if you're inspired by Jeff's burgers, then you can go ahead and donate. I also want to thank Redacted, whoever that is, donated $10. Thank you. And that actually puts a new goal. This is a record for us for Real Funny. Last month we donated $330 to Black Lives Matter, and we donated $335. So take that last month. Yes, yes. This is such a great night, and Brian Gary's not here to see it, but he'll be back next month. Okay, well, we have one last performer for you, and let me go ahead and get his bio here. Jeff Beaulieu. I guess that's the best picture he could get. Jeff Beaulieu is an improv and sketch comedian based out of Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, Virginia. He is part of the sketch group Sketch Me Like One of Your French Girls, along with Mark Banchy, actually, and a co-host of a podcast, which I produce, called How Embarrassing, with Molly Graham and Jeff Beaulieu, where they have comedians on from all over the country to talk about their embarrassing lives and stories. He also, which is an understatement, enjoys a drink or two. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for Jeff Beaulieu. Hey, there he is. Oh, and he is enjoying a drink or two. Are you hungry, Jeffy? You hungry?
I am starving. I honestly, all I've had to eat today was like a very little amount of black beans and onions for lunch. So,
well,
I'm kind of excited. I already feel like a gross asshole just staring at these 6 burgers in front of me.
Okay, yeah, and what are you gonna be doing tonight? We'll talk about it, and I want to say I'm sorry because when we were doing the rundown, like who goes in what order, we put you last because we wanted you to bring it home. We have faith in you as a strong comedian and performer, but we didn't think about that you're gonna depend on your dinner for this. So, what are you gonna be doing?
It's good for me to go last because I wanted to see the whole show,
Okay.
and I have a feeling that the second I finish my little segment, I will not be watching the show.
For the poo-poo or the pee-pee or the vomit?
Oh, yeah, the pee-pee. Burgers make me pee so much.
Okay, fuck it. All right, what are you going to be talking about tonight?
What's that?
What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be talking about?
Okay, so I try to get all of the classic fast food drive-through hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and my thing was you got to get the cheapest one, so I just went to each place and said just a small cheeseburger. And then they gave me whatever that meant to them because, you know, they have fucking so many different names for all these things. And then I had 8 on the list. I ended up Sonic and Dairy Queen are too far away from me, so I did not get those.
Okay. Well, this is, like I said, this... Real funny, the idea of this is it's an unvariety show. So I don't think you'd ever see on an actual variety show a guy just eating cheeseburgers. So that's what this show is for. Keep on donating. I upped the goal to $400. If you feel inspired by Jeff's gluttony, then please donate to Black Lives Matter Global Network by going to streamelements.com/earprov/tip. I'm going to hand it over to Jeff. Give a big round of applause to Jeff Beaulieu. Yes.
Okay. So, first of all, I'm eating my burgers in order of price because I'm looking for the best bang for your buck. First, figuring out what the best burger is for the amount you can pay. There were 3 burgers that were the same exact price, and they were the biggest competition: Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's. Unfortunately, I accidentally ordered a deluxe from Wendy's, so it went up to $224. Well, we're gonna start with Burger King. It's a burger for $134. Open it up for you.
I am so excited for you. Oh, that looks like shit, Jeff.
Dude, the first appearance of this one is awful. You can't see anything on the inside. There's so much bun.
It looks like a cheese sandwich.
Look at that. This is horrible. All right. There's sesame seeds on it.
I feel like I should play the runway music during this. Yes.
Okay. There's a lot of fucking bun on this burger. It took me a while of chewing to even get to the meat. I mean, if you want to see my bite, it's kind of gross. Very thin meat, but it was tasty. It was tasty meat once I got to it. Let's go to the next one. We're going to Mickey D's next. Another one for $134. All right. Right away. Say it looks about the same, but you can see some ketchup coming out of the side. That's going to make it a little better.
That's a low bar, Jeff.
Okay. This has ketchup, onion, and pickles on it. Makes it taste so much better. So far Burger King is doing horribly. McDonald's is way better.
All right, let's put these on. Can we put these on a number scale? Because I like numbers. You tasted 2 so far. Let's put a number.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead. And Burger King's currently 1. Or you want me to rate each one?
Yeah. So 1 out of 10.
I originally had a list of categories of bun, patty, toppings, the look of it, and their overall taste. But then I realized I have 6 burgers on. No one wants to watch me eat all fucking night. So I just threw that away.
Molly Graham, your co-host at How Embarrassing, says Jeff should be drunker for this.
I should be, but I got off work a little late tonight, so around 6:30 I hit the streets to get all these burgers, and it took me a good hour and a half. So at this point, these are 3 hours old.
This is the most ridiculous segment, Jeff. Thank you for this.
You want me to do a rating for each one, 1 out of 10?
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble for you, Jeff.
Not at all. Anything for you, Matt. So 1 out of 10 patties, we'll say instead of stars. Burger King, a 3.
Okay.
Just a fucking 3. McDonald's right now, I don't know. The scale might change when I try better burgers, but McDonald's I'd put like at a 7.
A 7?
I think Burger King's was so bad that let's say a 5.
Okay. All right, 5. Take another bite. Pace yourself, Jeff.
Let me go back. Okay. It's all the onions and ketchup and pickle that makes the other one good. I wonder how just the patty is. Let's find out just the patty with Latif. Hey, there is ketchup and mustard and pickles on this burger, but that's how much they put on it. 2 bites, and I still didn't taste any of it because they put it all in the center like a bunch of dum-dums. So that goes down to a 2 because they just sucked at making a burger. McDonald's stays at a 5.
Okay, good.
Next, we're going for Rallies.
Oh, God. I hate Rallies, by the way.
I've never actually had Rallies burger, so I'm curious.
I like their fries.
But this one was $141, so a little more expensive. When I asked for the a small cheeseburger, he went, the All-American? I said, is that the smallest cheeseburger you have? And he said, yeah. I said, yes. So this one's called the All-American. We got sesame seeds on this one, just like the Burger King one did. Which you don't really taste anyways, so I don't care.
It's for texture.
It's like just ketchup.
Okay.
Once again, patty so small you can't see it.
Here we go.
All right. I believe this one has mustard on it. I don't think mustard belongs on hamburger. I leave mustard for hot dogs, ketchup for hamburgers.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I mean, but the Burger King also had mustard on it. This one, the ratio, the bun was worse than Burger King, so this one's like a 1.
Like a -1?
Yeah, like, we'll say a 1.
Okay.
Don't put fucking words in my mouth when I have burgers in my mouth.
Did you get any good burgers? Did you go like Five Guys or anything?
No, fast food drive-through cheap burgers.
Okay, it has to have a drive-through. I gotcha.
Yep, and the burger had to be less than $3 for it to count. Which is a ridiculous price for any of these. But these are all under $150, so.
I gotcha. I want to let you know, Jordan Burton agrees with me. Fries are superior food at Rallies, so I do like the fries. And Anna says, after the Ireland recently declared the Subway sub bread to be too sweet to be called bread, does that mean that you are eating a burger cake?
I did hear about that. I'm very hungry, so I did take a bite while you were talking of the McDonald's burger again.
That's your favorite so far, right?
So far, yes.
I've liked the regular cheapo McDonald's burger. I think we're in the same wavelength. How many more do you have, by the way?
3 more.
Let's get into it, baby. Let's do this.
All right, sorry. Next up, we're going for my personal favorite. What I thought, I haven't tried some of these before, but Wendy's.
Oh, okay. It's the square patties?
I ordered the deluxe. So it looks like the deluxe comes with pickles, tomato, lettuce, condiments.
That looks impressive, Jeff.
It looks better, but it's also the deluxe. So this one was $2.24.
Okay, we have some Wendy's fans. All right, go for it.
Wendy's is always the best. Where's my Wendy's headset? Yeah. you noticed, that was the first burger that I needed a napkin for. I like that.
Because it was juicy?
It was juicy.
Nice.
It was also mostly probably the tomato, adding the juice to it. I tasted a lot of the toppings, which makes me feel like I should have gotten just a small cheeseburger, but
Oh, fuck.
I accidentally bought this.
Oh, Jesus.
But I love all the fucking toppings of a cheeseburger. If it doesn't have tomatoes and lettuce and onions, it's just not right. And so with all of that, I would definitely want this one more than the McDonald's.
Uh-oh.
It's good. The meat tastes good. The bun is good. Nice condiments. I give it a 7.
Nice. 7. High score.
Oh, no, it fell. My favorite one. Damn it. All right, let's get this show over so I can actually eat all of these without having people stare at me and knowing I'm a fat fuck.
Jordan says a 4 for $4 saves my life when he's broke.
4 for $4 is great. I usually go with 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers for my order when I go to Wendy's.
I love I love the bacon. I love that.
Their bacon's so crispy.
Yeah.
It's like burnt, and I like it.
Anna's a fan of the onions, which you had earlier with your beans.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I cooked up some onions and beans. That was great. We're going to Hardee's. I haven't had a Hardee's burger in a long time.
I haven't
It always
either.
tastes like it's steamed.
Yeah.
And it's not real meat. I've always hated them. Right away, when I opened it up, I see this little piece of meat falling off, and I'm feeling it, and it's like, it's mush. It's not... this is not real meat compared to the rest.
Is that a dog next to
Already.
you?
Looks pretty sloppy. A little smushed. Burger King one, the bun is rounded at the top.
Is there a dog next to you, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Another juicy burger.
Are you liking that one?
That one, I mean, it's covered in ketchup and pickles. So that was most of what I tasted. I don't know how that, we'll do a little just the meat taste. But it looks like they put ketchup on the bottom bun and the top bun.
Shit.
So they're really trying to hide something. Yeah, their meat just, it's tasteless. And it has a weird texture. I don't know what they do at Hardee's. I'm going to get a job there just to find out.
What is your
One
score?
day.
Is that like a 5 out of 10?
No, because the ketchup and pickles just were covered in it, and that's what made it taste good. So it's a 4.
Okay, we got one more burger, and then we're going through your winners and losers in a grand finale. So what's our finale? What's our final
Finale,
burger?
The classic cookout. It's weird to go to cookout and not get a tray. You always want to get like a quesadilla, pizza, and a steak for $2. But oh, I did not mention the price of that Hardee's one. That was $2.58. That is too expensive for a value hamburger.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's just as good as yeah. Ugh. But now we get to the most expensive one. For just a small cheeseburger, it was $2.80.
Ugh.
And just okay, this is tinfoil wrap.
That's expensive right there. You're paying for the tin foil.
But opening it, do you see how smashed this is?
Yeah. It's
Look
weird.
at this. This
Oh.
is how they fed me. This is how they served me. That is ridiculous. It's all. Ugh. You hear that? Can you hear it? Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. I think it might be the best meat out of all of them. It tastes like it came from like a cookout.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put fake smoke in their like meat, or if they like use a little smoker or actually have a grill. But it tastes like it's like from a backyard barbecue, and I like it.
And I mean, you're surprised, right? Because you're not a fan of cookout, right?
I'm a huge cookout fan.
Oh, you
also.
are? Okay.
But I always get the tray,
I'm
always shit-faced, and it's 3 a.m. So it's weird to eat cookout when it's just a burger and I'm mostly sober.
So what would the score be for that one?
Here's the thing. This one you could get, I think you can add all the toppings you want to it.
Okay.
It's always like custom build for the same price. And I just said just cheeseburger because that's what I was saying everywhere. And it's very dry, but the burger itself tastes better. I'm going to give it just dry like this. I'll give it a 6.
Okay, a 6. Round of applause for that. A round of applause for Jeff. He is going to, all right, lay the land. So best and worst burger. Best and worst cheapy fast food drive-in burger.
Oh, that's hard. I'm going to have to start over. How much do you have? Oh, no. I'll put my top couple at least.
Okay.
I'll go through my categories. Best meat, just the patty, cookout.
Yeah. But what you didn't like the presentation of that one, right? You didn't like how it looked all smushed and weird?
No, it was smashed.
Yeah.
Like they put it in the tin foil and like wrap that shit tight like it's a little baby going to sleep. But yeah, I'll get to the look. Best bun, probably Burger King. Theirs looks the nicest. It's very you can see the top, it's still rounded. It's not smashed like all the other ones.
Nice.
Tasted good. Or sorry, I mean bun cake for Anna. Toppings, I'm gonna go with Wendy's. Wendy's had those fresh toppings. Their lettuce and tomato always taste good. Is the right portions. Wendy's has best toppings and the second best beef. And then the overall looks, I think, goes with Burger King also. Wendy's with this beautiful, you can see stuff coming out of it.
It's
you got
beautiful.
Onions.
It's beautiful.
Wendy's. And then the overall taste, I guess I ranked McDonald's 7?
Yeah.
Why did I do that? I'm going to do one more from...
How's it second time round?
I thought I was eating the McDonald's one.
Yeah.
That was the Burger King one.
Jesus Christ, Jeff. But it sounds like
that time it was good.
You know what would be interesting if you took the best pieces from each of the burgers, because you have like 8 there, and put them together and make like a Frankenstein perfect cheapo burger.
Oh, like the best thing from each one, and
yeah. But we don't have time for that. I want to hear what was the shittiest. We have to. I'm sure people love watching you eat, but what was the shittiest burger overall?
It's very close between Rally's and Hardee's. I'm gonna say Hardee's. I just don't trust whatever that meat is on it. I feel like it got formed together moments before they served it to me. It was like a slop, and then they just pressed it onto a bun. I don't know what they're doing there. That's why that one, I didn't have to wait in line at all for that one. Every other place had a huge line. So it's telling. Just look at lines if you want to know what's good.
All right, give it up for Jeff and his burger tasting. Yes. Oh my God. People were surprised by COVID. They're like, the beginning of the year, I was hopeful. I thought, things were going to look up. Get back here, Jeff. I thought things were going to look up. I thought I was going to go traveling, and people were like, I didn't know I'd end up here in my house being quarantined and locked in, blah, blah, blah. I had no idea that this year I was going to watch a grown man try $2 burgers and call it a show to raise money. But you know what? That's what the show is all about. So give a big round of applause once again to Jeff Beaulieu.
I can come back for best fast food chicken next month.
Oh, if you want Jeff back for best fast food drive-through chicken sandwich or just chicken?
Just chicken.
Then just chicken. Then comment right now and also donate. Thank you guys so much. A huge round of applause. We got $405 to Black Lives Matter Global Network. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna go over a few of the shows from next week, and we're gonna give it up for our cast. But first off, I want to thank you. Ronald McDonald donated $10. Thank you. With a comment, not a sponsor. So thank you. Ronald McDonald's not a sponsor. And then R. Williams donated $10. Thank you, R. Williams. And Sam Ross, $50. Thank you, Sam Ross. Really appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's get all the guests back in. And Jeff, I forgot to ask you, Jeff, anything that you want to plug? Anything non-burger related that we can see you in?
I was going to say Wendy's, man. No, yeah. I have a podcast with my friend Molly Graham, and we it's called How Embarrassing. We bring people on, talk about their embarrassing lives. It's a lot of fun. Host Matt Cole is also the producer and part of the show. It's a lot of fun.
Love it. Yep. Anywhere you can listen to the podcast, listen to it. We have a lot of fun episodes recently. The rest of you, lovely, real funny people, get on in here. Show yourselves. Give it up for Kate Thomas, Donna, Jordan, and Mark. These guys are so, and I'm going to play the runway music because I love that runway music. Thank you guys out there. Thank you to my co-producer, Brian Garrity. He's on vacation, but he'll be back. This was such a fun night, and it was so weird, and I love that each of you brought something different to the table. We did a runway show, a burger show, talking about the ups and downs of COVID. We did trivia. We did an awesome story about gangsters and being, like, not part of the gangster life, but knowing them, like our grandmas. This was such an exciting night, and you can see us every first Friday of the month for Real Funny. But Earprov, we actually have shows all throughout this month, every Friday and this month, starting this month, every Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Go to earprov.com. We simulcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch if you're like a gamer or whatever. Once again, thank you to everybody who donated all that money. $405 is going to go to Black Lives Matter Global Network Fund because we really believe in the cause. And tomorrow night, tomorrow night I want to show you a little sneak peek. Oh, no, not tomorrow night. Next Friday, you can watch Drunk-prov, the drunkest show on earth. Jeff Beaulieu is going to be in it, I think, right? Yeah. It's every second Friday at 8 p.m. It's where we play short form style games, and you can donate to get the players in it drunk. Like, you know, if you donate like $100, we all drink and we all sing, we take shots. It's funnily enough our most popular and most successful show. We raise money for the Push Comedy Theater. Everybody you see here has been part of the Push Comedy Theater. We miss it, but we love it, and we're trying to keep it alive. The other show that's going on tomorrow night is kind of the opposite of Drunk-prov, and this may seem kind of weird, but tomorrow is Sober Saturdays. And this is hosted by my good friend John Regan Warren. He's pictured there. He has been sober for a long time, and he's just going to talk. It's going to be a talk show, and you can call in at the phone number listed on there. So it's every first Saturday, 8 p.m., earprov.com. You can call in live and talk about sobriety, talk about life, talk about whatever the hell you want to. John is a really great host. He's also a fucking weirdo, but I love him. All right, so check out Kate Thomas art. Check out Jeff on How Embarrassing Podcast, Jordan and Lemon Pepper and Sazone, and soon to be a zesty podcast. Mark Banchy is looking at his penis. I think he's maybe masturbating. You can find him. Sketch me like one of your French girls. Oh, it's a phone. Okay. And Donna Lewis is all over the country with all kinds of fun stuff. And she's the founder of Lemon Pepper and Sazone. That's it. Thank you guys so much. Check out tomorrow night's show. Check out the shows on Friday and Saturday. Keep on donating to Black Lives Matter because Black Lives do matter. And thank you. See ya next week or tomorrow. See ya. Love it. PushComedyTheater.com.